Hey, so I'm here with Simon, who's my friend and a client who's working out with me using the back program. And today he was telling me about something that he does. So I like that he does every day. And in my opinion, it's most likely a crux of a lot of his back pain that he's dealing with. So if you want to just explain to me what we just went over real quick.
Sure. So every day we're taking our dogs down to the beach for a walk. We've got a pickup truck, so lowering the tailgate and then lifting two of the dogs because two of them are very old and pretty heavy. One of them's very heavy, a Labrador. One of them's blind, so we've got to kind of really look after her. And so, I'm coming here and doing this good stuff, and then I'm going back and I'm bending down and I'm picking up this very heavy dog and lifting it on the tailgate. And then when we get to the beach, lifting it off. And then when we return and they're wet and they're shaking, I'm lifting them up and twisting and putting them back on the tailgate and doing the same when we get home. So that's 4 times every day, lifting this heavy dog.
All right, so these are the things that he's doing 4 times every day, and every repetition that he's doing it and he's not doing it correctly is putting stress and damage on the discs and the spine. So over time, you can see the wear and tear is there, and then you may go to the doctor and they tell you you have degenerative disc disease, which isn't a disease and isn't something that you need to be distressed about, because it's actually just aging, and it's just a matter of what's aging faster and why is it aging faster. Well, it's aging faster if we're not using it properly. So my suggestion was, in this situation, anybody who has this situation, is the closer the weight is to your body, the less stress and force on the lower back. So for example, if you have 40 pounds here, 40 pounds will be about on the back, roughly, if it's right below your spine. 40 pounds here is about 400 pounds on the spine. So if he's leaning over to pick the dogs up and they're 80 kilos, all that stress is going into the back. So what I suggested he does is he pulls the dog close to the tailgate, so his body's right on the tailgate. He puts his arms underneath the dog, then he spins, and he doesn't twist his spine. He uses his feet to turn completely. And then this is where training comes in, and this is important. This is why we train. We train for life. So the stronger your legs are, the better you're able to do things like this without injuring yourself. So then he has to squat down. You guys can't see my legs in this video, but basically he's got to squat down and then put the dog down. Now, what happens is most people go like this, and again, we have all the stress and force in the back, which is what he was saying he does. Now, in time, these are things that a goal like this is perfect. Being able to squat down properly with the dog in the hand and feel good about it is a great life goal. And these are little things that people can do every single day. The problem is most of the times we don't know what to do. So that's what we do, is we try to educate on what to do for the back program, like the back program. So those are exercises. But what is just as important, if not more important, is what not to do. So like if you don't eliminate what not to do and you're still going to the chiropractor or you're still doing exercises to get rid of your back pain, it'll help, but will it fix the root cause of the problem? So this is a video about what not to do, and this is a simple thing, is if you're leaning over and you're grabbing something and keeping all the force in your lower back and not keeping it close to your body, you're going to end up with more damage, more back pain, etc. And so now, Simon, do you have something to add?
I do.
Okay.
It's even worse than that, because if you imagine, the back of a truck and the dog is facing directly towards me.
Oh, so it's not turned sideways.
Exactly. So I'm leaning into the truck, and then I'm twisting to get under it, and then I'm lifting it. So it's like triple whammy. And then I'm trying to come back.
So I'm glad you said that, because what he just demonstrated is actually the definition of spinal abuse. When they did the testing, they figured out that it's compression plus twisting that actually causes the damage. So if there's leaning forward then twisting is causing the damage. So, and this is something that I've studied for years and years now, so now I have an understanding of it. Most people wouldn't know this unless they're educated on it and they're learning. So whenever we're doing movements, we want to stay straight generally, but strengthening around this, like a person who's an MMA fighter can probably get away with what he's doing every day because he has the core integrity and the strength to be able to do that and be okay. That's why exercises and training is very important when it comes to protecting your back. I'll always be promoting that. Simon has seen it firsthand, correct?
Well, even doing it here in this environment with no weight, I can feel it's a strain.
Yep.
What tends to happen is life gets in the way and you just want to get it done.
Right.
Rather than thinking, no, take your time, line the dog up, have it crossways across the back, get closer in. It all makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But when you're there, it's like something else is on your mind and you just, reach in, lean, pull.
Yep. And so patience is key.
Absolutely.
Because for me, I like everybody, most of the people know my story. I had back pain all the time, everywhere. And now still to this day, I have to squat down to pick things up. I don't have to now, but I do it out of habit because I knew what caused me pain earlier. So yeah, I hope you guys find this helpful. This is just one thing. We have a whole video called The Devil in the Details, and that's the daily things that people are doing. Like, for example, just brushing their teeth. They wake up. As soon as you wake up, your spine is inflamed. This is part of the healing process. The discs get inflamed to heal the body through the night. So when you wake up, your discs are inflamed, which is why people have pain in the morning. And then they go hunch over in the mirror, and now they have more pain. So these are like little things. Then they go to put on their shoes, and they hunch over again. So this is one thing he was doing daily, which over the long term, if he wasn't correcting it, is just going to cause more problems. And then if he keeps going to the chiropractor and doing the back exercises, we're unsure if that's really going to help because we aren't fixing the movement patterns outside. So I appreciate you sharing that info. Hopefully that'll help a lot of people out there.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, it's common sense when you talk about it, but in real life you don't think of these things.
Yeah.
It's a good example.
So think about it. Next time you do a movement, and that's what this video is all about. If you have any comments, questions, go ahead and leave it below. Have a great day.